You know, when you think of Ferrari, you think of incredible cars, right? But what if I told you the brand itself? Well, it wasn't just built, it was forged. Forged in the fires of personal ambition, professional betrayal, and an absolute obsession with winning. This isn't just a story about a car. It's the story of a war fought on the racetrack.
And let's get one thing straight from the jump. The Ferrari we all know today, it wasn't born out of some boardroom business plan. No, it was born from a professional betrayal, a really bitter split that ended up igniting a total revolution in speed.
And the engine driving all of this, it was one man's personal obsession, a burning need not just to compete, but to completely, utterly dominate anyone who is brave enough or foolish enough to challenge him.
And that created a promise, right? An idea that was literally baked into the metal of every single car that followed. To win, to conquer, and to leave zero doubt about who is king of the track.
Okay, so let's dive into this, because to really understand Ferrari, you have to understand the man himself, Enzo Ferrari, and the ambition that started it all.
This timeline really sets the stage. Enzo wasn't born with a silver spoon. He was born in war-torn Italy. But after seeing his first race as a kid, that was it. His destiny was sealed. He poured everything he had into his work at Alfa Romeo, even managing their racing team, but it just wasn't enough for him. He clashed with the higher-ups over control, and in 1939, he walked. And that single decision, well, it set the stage for his own empire.
And this quote, man, it gets right to the absolute heart of it. This wasn't just business for him. It was deeply, deeply personal. Enzo Ferrari's goal wasn't just to win a few races. It was to build cars so ridiculously superior that they would utterly humiliate his old bosses and anyone else on the grid. I mean, that's the mindset of a man who didn't just need victory. He needed total vindication.
So, how does all that ambition and anger actually get turned into sheet metal? Let's get into the creation of the very first Ferrari and how its DNA was basically imprinted with the spirit of racing from day one. 12. Just look at that number. That's how many cylinders were in the engine of the very first Ferrari, the 125S, a V12 engine. I mean, think about it. That wasn't chosen for practicality. It wasn't chosen for efficiency. It was chosen for one single reason: raw, uncompromising power. It was a statement, and it became the roaring heart and soul of the brand. And that one engine choice, it spawned a dynasty. When Formula One kicked off in 1950, Ferrari was there. And get this, it's the only team that has competed in every single season since. It became a breeding ground for absolute legends like Ascari, Lauda, and of course Michael Schumacher, who gave them an incredible 5 straight world championships in a red car. So, you're dominating on the track, right? What happens next? Well, all that dominance starts to spill over into the road cars, the ones you could actually buy, and they become more than just machines. They become cultural artifacts, symbols of power, status, and art. Just take a second and really look at that number. Over $50 million. That's what a single Ferrari 250 GTO is worth today, making it the most valuable car on the entire planet. At that point, it's not even about performance anymore, is it? This is proof that Ferrari doesn't just build cars, it creates timeless, enduring legends.
And this slide is perfect because it shows you the two sides of the Ferrari soul. On one hand, you've got the 250 GTO, the Holy Grail. It's somehow both beautiful and brutal, a true endurance racing king. And on the other, the F40. That was Enzo's final statement to the world, a raw, terrifying, purebred racing machine with zero luxuries. Two totally different cars, but one uncompromising soul.
So, the big question is, how does a legacy like this, so tied to one man, not just survive, but thrive today? The answer is actually pretty simple. You fiercely protect the myth. And if you want to see that in action, look no further than the legendary beef with Lamborghini. The story goes that Ferruccio Lamborghini, who is a tractor manufacturer, got insulted by Enzo Ferrari when he tried to complain about the clutch in his own Ferrari. And that one insult gave birth to a rebellion. While Lamborghini started making these wild, audacious cars to get attention, Ferrari just kept its head down, focused on its racing heritage. One built a rebellion from an insult, the other, a dynasty from its legacy.
Even today, as the world changes, Ferrari guards that myth. I mean, for decades, they swore up and down, we will never ever build an SUV. Then, the Purosangue came along. But watch how they frame it. They aren't just following a trend. Oh no, they claim they're redefining the entire category. It's an absolute masterclass in protecting your brand.
So, you see, what this all comes down to is that the real power of Ferrari, it isn't just in the engines or the aerodynamics, it's in the story. It's the emotion, the heritage, that obsession. It's a myth, and it has been carefully protected for generations.
And that leaves us with one final essential thought. From that very first betrayal all the way to today, the goal was never just to be another car on the track. Ferrari wasn't built to compete. It was built to conquer. And honestly, it still is.